Howdy, howdy, y'all. Get ready. Northern California Swap coming at you shortly, right here on Ham Radio Wilderness. Hey, it actually worked. Howdy, howdy, y'all. Welcome. It's not Fridays with Frank unless you're in Guam or Australia. But that's tomorrow. Howdy, folks. It's Thursday night. That means it's time yet again for Northern California Swap. Let's see here. Why is my IER not... I don't hear the IER. Oh, no. Got a problem with the IER. Oh, volume wasn't up all the way. That's the problem. Yeah, a little hard to hear the repeater if the IER is not up. An elevator so you don't have to climb tomorrow. That's interesting, EOD. Very interesting, Tim. Anyway, welcome. This is Thursday night, Northern California SwapNet. You guys know the drill. Up there in the... Yeah, let's see here. There we go. Up there, 2,428. I'm on a goal to get to 5,000 by my birthday. So that's June 19th for those that don't know or might be new here. That's June 19th, Juneteenth. So can we get that magic little number up to 5,000 before then? That would be a great mid-year thing. So there you have it. And I've added a few new things like the weather up there. I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoy it. And get it to size right here because this window was off. And after this live stream of the NorCal Swap, give it about 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to have my radio live thing going. I am now doing that Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursday nights. Sundays and Tuesday nights, I am not there. There is a person at the house here. There is a person that is controlling and watching stuff throughout the night, but I am not physically there. So if KG6NLW responds, unless I go, "It's a Frank. Hi, guys." It's not me. It's whoever's controlling the setup. So, play nice. Have fun, though. Play nice. See what you can hear. Yes, Tim, a human being. Exactly, yes. All the beings of human. All right, with that being said, let me switch over here. And y'all know the drill for the NorCal Swap, I hope. If you're new here, if you want to list on the swap, you drop the following info in chat or in an email to me, and the following week I'll pick it up and put it into the stream on the radio. But put the following in the chat, and I'll read it out to the radio. You see right here next to me. Right now I have the... Yeah, there we go. So there's the N6ICW ID. But real quick, because I think someone might be watching that I want to show this to. Let me get my little mousey over here all up and going. Let me come over here. Oh, of course, now that they're not doing things, it's quiet. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, I was hearing another machine very, very well earlier. I'll just leave it at that. And it's 0400. So, well, it's 0400. You know what that means. Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the Northern California Swap. I am Frank, Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey, your net control and host for the next 45 minutes or so. Before we get going, there's a few key things to talk about for this directed net. this is Swap Edition number 5 of 2026. Wow, we're already 5 weeks into the year. Amazing. For more information on the N6ICW repeater system, you can visit n6icw.org. And speaking of N6ICW, a big thank you and shout out to Chris N6ICW for use of the machine over the last 20 plus years to get the Northern California swap running the way it is. There are a few ways you can get into this repeater system if you hear my melodic voice. 147.195 with a positive offset of 600 kilohertz and a PL 123. That is the main machine high atop Mount Vaca, as well as many of the voting receivers throughout the Central Valley. There is also the 145.15 machine up in the snowy peaks of Lake Tahoe area. Negative offset there, and of course a PL of 123 hertz. And of course, least but certainly not last, the 14694 machine in the Chico Redding area. Negative offset and a PL of, you guessed it, 123 hertz. Now, we have 3 key words to pay attention to here. If you see something, say something. If you need the help of amateur radio and this here repeater system, break or priority. And we stop everything and see what we can do to help you in the situation that is in front of you. Info is one of the other ones. If you missed a listing and you need me to read it back to you for whatever reason, info followed by the suffix of your call sign, and I'll get it read back to you. And then comment. If you know somebody might be listening and you want to move them off to another repeater or simplex channel, comment followed by your call sign, and we'll get you all linked up. Like, hey, John, are we on for Brookfields tomorrow? You know, it's little stuff like that. And, of course, how to list. That's the important part. Start with the suffix of your call sign, wait for me to acknowledge you, and then come back with your full call sign, name, location, items for buy, sell, and trade, and your contact info. It can be phone and or email. I write it all out, and then I read it back to you, and if it all sounds good, then great. We go on from there. With that, this is Frank Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. Let's open Swap Edition number 5 of 2026 and see who's out there tonight. Wow, I didn't even get an FGI out of Gary, and I automatically had him typed into the list. Oh, you're funny, Jason. Who's this Frank guy? Well, it's Railroad Frank, of course. Wow, I thought at least Gary would be there. This is the NorCal SwapNet, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 1 tonight.
You think if you keep repeating it, somebody will listen to you and say something? Hi, this is KJ6JD saying something. And I was in the bathroom there when you called my name a minute ago, otherwise I might have responded on time. Current plans are I'm going to call Tim and have him give me a ride, and I should be out there by around 11, and we'll see who else shows up. I'm going to check in. Tim's going to make it, Mike ain't, and I'll have more info after well, it's getting late to call, but usually Walt and Margaret make it, so we'll kind of guesstimate that that's at least the gathering to date. And good evening to you, and thank you for being there. This is KJ6JD.
Oh, good evening, John. Good to hear you out there. You know, I was all set because I'm so used to Gary being like number one or right there as soon as I unkey, and I literally had WA6FGI typed into my note taker here for the net tonight, and I'm like, what? No Gary? Amazing. All right. Well, thanks for checking in, and send Armand a message or give him a quick ring-a-ding if he's not listening here tonight, John, and let him know. I talked to him earlier today, and he was saying maybe he could get out there as well. So, and I told him about the kerfuffle of you having to rearrange stuff. So, give Armand a ring-a-ding and let him know, too. KJ6JD, thanks for always being there, John. KG6NLW with the NorCal Swap.
Yeah, as long as I can. Anyway, y'all have a good evening and list some stuff for me. Better yet, come over, take a look at my stuff and list it for me. KJ6JD, cheers. See you at Brookfield tomorrow morning, maybe, 11 a.m. Out there just off of Madison Avenue.
Yes, Brookfields for the first of the month breakfast. That's at 4343 Madison Avenue in Sacramento. So if you're in the area, stop on by. And you know the old saying, the early bird gets the worm, so get out there early. With that, this is the NorCal Swap, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number one. Who's going to be number one tonight? Oh, did everybody forget that it's Thursday night at 8 p.m., 0400 UTC? Awfully quiet out here for the N6ICW machine and the NorCal Swap. Your host, Frank, Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number one tonight. Because I don't have my sound machine hooked back up yet. Do 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 do. Oh dear 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 dear.
I think we've whittled the audience down to a select few.
Yeah, I think we have. It's quite interesting tonight.
I heard Gary, I think, this morning. They all run together. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know you're getting out well. KJ6JD.
Oh, thanks for letting me know about that, John. Yeah, 101.73 forward power, 3 reflected, and an SWR of 1.44 to 1. And in the duplex ear, I can hear myself coming out, so, you know, it's there. So, you know, the host, the net control is here tonight. It's just everybody else that might be a little MIA. This is the NorCal Swap Net, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number one.
KM6QLB, this is Vince out in Pittsburgh. It's pretty quiet out there, Frank.
I just want to say I haven't been on the air in a while, but come to the NorCal spot to see if you're there, and you are, and everything here in Butte County, California is all good.
All right, I got two stations there. I got Vince, and who is the other station out of Butte County? Good evening.
Yes, good evening. November 6th, Julia Lima X-Ray, Merle in Palermo. No listing, but just did want to say hello.
Good evening, Merle. Good to hear you out here. Always great to hear someone out from that neck of the woods. Thanks for checking in there, Merle, and hopefully we'll hear you again next week. N6JLX KG6NLW with the NorCal Swap. And good evening, Vince. Do tell, have you had any good food this evening?
Yes, I did. I had some Mexican food earlier, one of our local restaurants. And, yeah, it's kind of quiet out there tonight, so I thought I'd jump in and say hello. Haven't heard from the Mitchmeister yet, but I'm sure he's lurking around somewhere. Anyway, I just want to jump in and say hello, and good to see you, and say hello.
Well, thanks for jumping in, Vince. Yeah, it's been an interesting day for me. I'm lucky to be here right now. I'll just leave it at that. So thanks for checking in. And I'm sure, given the chance, probably after I unkey or here shortly, if he's paying attention, Mitch will come in and say hi to you. KM6QLB, sounds like dinner was delicious. KG6NLW with the NorCal Swap. All right, Tim, contact info. If you're good on QRZ, just say good on Z and I'll got you.
AI.
Oh, there's Gary, WA6FGI. How you doing tonight?
Just checking in, Frank. I was down the area of the house and I radio lit off, so I stopped by and just say hello, and I'm going to listen on.
Sounds good, Tim. Got it. Fantastic. Well, thanks for checking in tonight. And, yeah, we were surprised that you weren't number one in the list tonight, like you always are. I literally had it all typed out there, ready to go for you as the first one, and you weren't there.
Yes, I am. Anyway, let me get back to what I'm doing. I'll be right here on the monitoring the channel, though.
Howdy, Colin. Sounds good, Gary. Thanks for checking in tonight. And we actually have a listing. It didn't come over the airwaves yet because I have to read it to you guys. It came from the YouTube chat. By the way, for those that listening on RF that don't know, I do live stream this to my YouTube as well as Twitch and all the social medias. You look up my call sign and you can find tonight's live stream right now or any of the past swaps that you might have missed. On YouTube or anywhere, it's just my call sign, KG6NLW. That's Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. And with that, the first listing for tonight, Kilo 0 Sierra Delta. That's Tim in South Dakota. He has an Ameritron 1306. It's a 1200 watt amp. He wants 2,500 shipped for that. He is good on QRZ for contact information. That'll be an email for him. And just in case you don't have that or access to QRZ for whatever reason, the email is Kilo 0 Sierra Delta at NovemberVictorCharlie.net. That's K0SSD at NVC.net. And that's listing number 1 tonight. We're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 here on the NorCal SwapNet. Hey, Andy, good to see you in the chat, too. And Colin, that is good to hear.
N6PKQ, Jim and Chico.
PKQ. Good evening, Jim. How you doing tonight? K6PKQ, KG6NLW. What's new with you?
Not much. You're booming in here tonight. I just gave a 5-2 net at 7:30, and reception's been pretty good. But good old Vacaville, I had to look it up on my list where this channel was at. The QTH. All right, good hearing you out here tonight. Kilo Juliet 6, Papa Kilo Quebec, Jim and Chico.
Well, Jim, I'll say you're absolutely rocking it. It sounds like into the 195 on Mount Vaca, but we do have a Chico link. 146.94 negative offset, and the same PL is here, 123 hertz. So there's multiple ways to get in. Your chat screen on your video feed makes the koala look like a drop.
I'm not used to this delay, whatever it is. Anyway, yeah, I'm surprised. I'm on my 10-footer instead of my 17-foot antenna. The 510 is the 17.5. The 10-footer is, I believe, the Comet. And I've got both antennas. One on the big one on my 991, and the 10-footer on this Yaesu 400 mobile. It's really a great radio. And you guys are booming in here great. All right. Good talking with you. KJ6PKQ.
Colin, gotta explain what you mean by that. I get the drop bear reference, but I don't get what it has to do with chat. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, Jim. We're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. local, 0400 UTC. So, with there being a Chico box, if you want, put it out to your nets, put it out to the local community out there, and let them know we're out here. We're one of the last, if not the last, swap net on 2 meters in UHF. Oh, it squishes the emojis. Okay. I don't know, Colin. I let's see.
Right, sounds good. Yeah, because like I say, you're right after my 7:30, which gets over pretty quick. Only got about 7-8 guys right now. Used to have about a dozen or more check in every week. So yeah, we'll write it down here so I don't forget myself next week. 8 o'clock. All right. KJ6PKQ.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for checking in tonight, Jim. Always good to have someone come in from another part of the system. KJ6PKQ, KG6NLW with the NorCal Swap. And we're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 tonight. Yeah, that is a pretty squished kangaroo, Colin. I will say that. Let me grab the right one.
Can you, KJ6PKQ, can you give me that other, you said?
Yeah, the 146.940 negative offset and a PL of 123. That's the Whiskey 6 Echo Charlie Echo box there in the Chico area, and that links directly here into the N6ICW system.
Right, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got that programmed in. I'll double check it. And next week I could check in on that one then, huh?
Absolutely. And if for some reason you can't get in on that one, you can get in on the direct link to ICW and just let me know that it's not working, and I'll send an email to Chris and get him aware of it. So that's interesting. Not all
Hey,
emotes.
sounds good. We'll talk to you again. KJ6PKQ.
Always a pleasure, Jim. Thanks for checking in. This is the NorCal SwapNet. It is 0422 UTC, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 2.
Before it gets too late, I better check in and say howdy. How you doing, Frank? Just got back a little bit ago, and just want to check in and say hello. And I don't know if John's on frequency, and wonder if we're going to have our monthly brunch tomorrow.
Well, I know John was listening.
On frequency.
Take it away, John.
Okay. Yeah, God willing, the creek don't rise, and I'm still around. I'm going to try and make it. My bookkeeper's here at 9, and at 10:30, I'm going to talk to Tim, and I'm going to talk him into a ride. And so, with any kind of luck at all, I should be there by 11. We'll see. I might be a tad late, but I'm going to push myself. We'll see what happens.
Alrighty, KJ6JDWP2ZEI. Just don't know what's going on tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to have a case manager visit here, and what time they're coming and what they're doing. So if I can get there, I will certainly get there.
All right. Well, we always welcome old swap masters out there, especially one with your notoriety. And I understand well about not being able to leave the medical world to get on with things. Matter of fact, I may be late tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But good to hear you. You sound tired. I am. KJ6JD, tired here in Northback.
Alrighty, John, very good. I might give you a quick call after the net to bring you up to speed on what's going on. I'm just talking soft, so I don't disturb my roomie here. KJ6JD, WB2ZEI. Take care. Over to you, Frank. KG6NLW, WB2ZEI.
Always great to hear you out here, Armand. Here, I'll whisper soft too. No, I'm joking. Always good to hear you, Armand. And yes, got to keep the swap masters going to breakfast, absolutely. Especially you, Armand. Got to get you nice and full at the Brookfields for the first of the month. Thanks for checking in tonight, Armand. Always great to hear you. We have one listing so far, and it came from chat tonight. So we're looking for number 2. WB2ZEI. We'll talk to you later. KG6NLW with the NorCal Swap.
I know you have a life and other obligations, but you know you're always welcome out there, Frank. And anybody else within the sound of my voice that would like to come out and talk about hams and kitties and the beginning of Channel 3 and other stuff.
Isn't it?
Feel free to come on out, Brookfield, 11, tomorrow morning. KJ6JD, cheers.
Oh, absolutely, John. And Armand, before you get your radio off, if it's not too late, and I'll message this to you later. Anyway, Andy Kelly from the UK says it's great to hear Armand on the air. So you are known worldwide and you are missed. So there you have it. And yes, as John said, everybody that can hear John's voice, my voice, this SwapNet, Brookfields tomorrow for the first of the month breakfast, 4343 Madison Avenue in Sacramento.
I can feel my head getting bigger and bigger. I hope it don't explode.
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, this is Jim and Chico again. I'm on 940 now. I did have them both in my radio. All right, KJ6PKQ.
Fantastic, Jim. And you sound just as great as you did coming into 195. So there you go. Now you know it works for both of them. Fantastic. And Armand, I don't think anyone could make your head too big. You are too great and too awesome of a guy. There's no way to make your head bigger. Now there's other people I know that you will know as well that we could make their head as big as we can, and it would explode eventually. You know exactly who I'm talking about, Armand. WB2ZEI and KJ6PKQ, KG6NLW with the NorCal swap. We're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 tonight.
KO6MBI checking in. First and foremost, hello, Armand. This is Mitch WUNQ. Frankie, you know what, buddy? As always, thank you for what you're doing out here for Armand in the group. And this is the one thing I noticed that it appeared to be pretty meek and mirror at the very beginning. But what's really cool that finally everybody realizes it was 8 o'clock. But hey, I got a question for you. Are we getting close to daylight savings time? Isn't it in March, like right around the 8th or something like that, or am I wrong? And hi, Frankie.
Well, okay. So, Mitch, you didn't quite follow protocol, so I'm going to have to shame on you for a second. There was a Kilo Oscar 6 station in there. Who was the Kilo Oscar 6?
Kilo Oscar 6, Mike Bravo, India, just checking in.
Good evening, Mark, and welcome to the NorCal Swap. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Just out in my backyard on an HT with a little J-pole slung up in a tree, and I hear you really well.
Well, you're getting into the machine just fine. This is the N6ICW Repeater, and this is the NorCal Swap. We're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. for about a half hour, 45 minutes, depending upon how the flow goes. And there you have it. For more information, you can visit n6icw.org. And if you want to see how things go with the NorCal swap in the past and whatnot, look up my call sign on YouTube or your other favorite social media streaming platform. My call is Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. My name is Frank.
All right, thank you very much.
Oh, thanks for checking in and being out there tonight. Now, WU1Q, good evening, Mitch. Yeah, daylight savings, I think that's coming up pretty soon here, isn't it? Good evening, Mitch. How you doing tonight? Right, Colin?
Well, first and foremost, I want to apologize to that poor guy who was on his handy talkie, and I'm using 50 watts. I'm embarrassed, and I'm humbled. I apologize to that young man. It's been a lifelong quick key up, and so I apologize out. And also, welcome aboard, and thanks for being there. Yeah, Frank, you know, I don't know. Isn't it somewhere around like March 8th or something like that? There's a reason to my question.
Well, Colin and VK does say that daylight savings there ends April 5th. So, might be somewhere around there. Let's see here. Research and development will find out here in about 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Of course, it doesn't tell me right away. March 8th, yes. March 8th is when we do the daylight savings dance.
No, wait a minute. I got something right. I just deflated my own ego. My head shrunk down to like a shrunken apple head. And right back there it goes, all inflated again. Yep. I thought I remembered something correctly. Anyway, hey, hope everybody's out there is doing well. Again, this is Mitch, WU1Q. Now, the reason I bring that up is that, I've been fishing, and a combination of bringing a QRP radio fishing and having an absolute blast. And you know what? The other day it got up to 80 degrees here, and Casper the Ghost had to take off his shirt. I'm fish catching after that. My point for saying this is you know what? And I got a little sunburn, but that'll turn into that German brown that I usually do. But anyway, that's enough of that. My point is that everybody get out and fish. Bring your radio with you, or just go out and putt it. Man, it is like spring already, so get out there, stay out there, ham it up, and hope everybody's doing well. And Frank, that's all I got to tease you about tonight. And Armand, good to hear you. And nope, I can't think of anything, Frank, but I can go on, but I'm just going to go ahead and release it back to you, sir. WU1Q Nevada. Hope everybody's doing well.
Well, now you see, Armand, we made his head bigger again because he got something right. Mitch, good to hear you out here tonight. WU1Q KG6NLW with the NorCal Swap. Who else is out there? Maybe with a listing number 2 tonight.
Kilo, Oscar 6, Kilo, Papa, Uniform.
KO6KPU. How you doing, Jake? Good evening.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I was actually going to comment on WU1Q, his comment to go fishing and play radio. The 2 times I went fishing a couple of months ago,
it can be, Tim. It really can be.
With me, and both times I made a contact on Simplex.
I love this guy, Frankie.
Oh, I know you would, Mitch. Jake's a cool guy. He and I have talked on Simplex once or twice now, and yeah, he's been here ever since then. So, been absolutely fantastic. And Jake, you never know who you're going to catch on the airwaves or in the lake or in the ocean. You could catch that nice big bass trout, or you could catch that rare DX. You just never know. No, we don't.
Yeah, I have a friend that has a boat, actually. He's a fellow ham, and he was telling me he has not only a dual bander, but he also has an HF rig. And we're making some plans to go fishing and play radio, so that ought to be fun. And yeah, Simplex is getting a lot more interesting. I have a 7-element Yagi and a amplifier now, so I've been having fun with that. But at any rate, yeah, I wanted to say hello and check into the net. KO6KPU, back to you.
Oh, this guy's cool. Sorry, I had to bully you for a second there, Frank. Okay, look, dude, you just got even cooler. I thought you were cool at first, but you got super, super cool on me once you mentioned dual band and HF all in the same time. You sure we're not related by any chance?
Don't scare him off, Mitch. Jeez.
I guess it's definitely possible. Where's W1Q? Where are you out of?
Okay, yeah. Long story short. About 30 years ago, I fulfilled the contract. I was a 6. And I went back there, changed my address. They changed my call sign as well. Came back and had an extra class back in the late '80s when they changed the call sign because of an address change back east, and that's what they got. But yeah, born and raised right here.
Okay, yeah, I won't hog that there. I was just wondering what city you're from, but yeah, maybe Frank can fill me back in. KO6KPU, back to you, Frank.
Oh, I'll easily fill it in for you, Jake. He's in Novato. So over in Marin County. Sometimes he's out in the valley, more particularly Valley Springs. So, he goes back and forth. But yeah, Mitch is a cool guy. One of these days, I'll bring him out there to your area, and we'll just all meet up, grab some coffee, and talk some HF or VHF or whatever. You guys can talk fishing. I'm not into the fishing thing, but I'll fish on the radio all day. Oh, so Jake, what I'm hearing is you went from that one little radio to a couple more radios with a better antenna and an amplifier for it. Let's hear. Round of applause for you. Good job. Keep on that path there, Jake.
Yes, sir, and I actually just got a IC 7300 as well. So I've been on 40 and a little bit of 10 as well on that. I've been having fun with that too. That's why I didn't make the net last week, but KO6 KPU.
Oh, fantastic. 40 is absolutely awesome locally. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, Jake. Always great to hear you, and hopefully we get to hear you next week again. KO6 KPU with KG6NLW. This is the NorCal Swap, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 as we wind down towards the witching hour. Oh, very nice, Tim. Well, this is Frank Kilo Golf Sig. Might help if I got my tongue untwisted here. This is Frank Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey with the NorCal Swap. One of the last, if not the last, on VHF UHF. And of course, as always, again, a big thank you to Chris N6ICW for letting us have the NorCal Swap here on the repeater, covering 90% of Northern California. It's a huge network for as long as he has, with links including the Lake Tahoe region and the Chico region. And we're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 tonight. Who's number 2?
Papa Alpha Tango.
Is that Dan Whiskey Alpha 6 Papa Alpha Tango?
Your memory with names never ceases to amaze me. Yes, it is.
Well, now, Dan, I cannot take that kind of credit yet. I'm still new to the swap net, doing this as the net control. That's Armand that has the great memory. It just so happens your name is like right here, right in front of me on the screen from last week. How are you doing, though, this week, Dan?
Enjoying this good weather we're having right now, that's for sure. I actually took the motorcycle out to work today, and it was a little cold in the morning, but definitely a nice ride home.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, a little chilly in the morning still, but, pretty soon we'll be complaining that it's too hot all day long. So I like the cool more than the heat because, you can bundle up all you want. There's only so many layers of clothing you can take off before you get in trouble, right?
Well, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. So, Dan, I have a question. Did you get that awesome package deal sold from last week yet?
Unfortunately, I did not, and I'd like to relist it.
See, I'm smart, Dan. I could tell. This is a good package deal. So I already have all the information. I'm just going to copy and paste it here, and I'll read it out here. Whiskey Alpha 6, Papa Alpha Tango. That's Dan in Modesto. He has a heck of a package deal. He has a Yaesu Fox Tango 857 Delta. It's in good condition with the ATOS 120 screwdriver antenna and a Diamond Mic X-Ray 6.2 mic. That's the MX62M duplexer. It has the USB CAT cable included for programming, and it comes with two microphones. The Mike Henry 6.7, which is your regular one, and the Mike Henry 5.9, which is the DTMF microphone. He also has the U5 Link sound device for digital modes, for those of you that like FT8 and whatnot. He is asking $750. This is pickup in Modesto. You can reach Dan, 209-552-6405. Again, that's Whiskey Alpha 6, Papa Alpha Tango, Dan in Modesto, with this great package deal, 209-552-6405. Anything else for us tonight, Dan?
Yeah, I'd like to also post a warrant. I'm looking for an HF amplifier, 80 through 10. I did hear that listing number 1, and well, that's kind of out of the price range. Something a little more affordable would be better. Yeah, something like an 811H or yeah, anything like 5 to 800 watts, something like that. So yeah, any kind of HF amplifier. What do you got? WA6PAT.
All right, fantastic. So Dan also has a want. He's looking for an HF amplifier, the Ameritron 811H or similar 500 to 800 watts. What do you got? Give Dan a call and make some magic happen with Dan. Oh, and Dan, I just got it in chat because chat's just slightly delayed here. Tim, that's the one that listed the Ameritron 1306 earlier, he says he has an Alpha Lima Sierra 600 that he might be able to work a deal on. So if you look up Kilo Zero Sierra Delta, that's Tim in South Dakota, send him an email. See if you guys can work something out there.
Alrighty, I got that. Kilo Zero Sierra Delta. I'll look them up. Thank you very much. Appreciate the listing, and thanks for doing what you do. WA6PAT, I'll go back to listening.
Fantastic. Let us know if either of those things magically happen for you. And if you ever forget or lose some information or whatever, just look up my call sign on YouTube and you can replay the SwapNet at any time. It's up there 24/7, 365. It's live currently, but it's always going to be up there unless social media goes away. There you go, Tim. Expect an email there. And with that, we've somehow made it to 0445 UTC, and let's see if there's anyone else to check in or listing number 3. If not, I'll read back these 2 listings for Swap Edition number 5. This is Frank, Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey with the NorCal Swap, looking for check-ins or listing number 3.
Whiskey 6, Papa Sierra.
Whiskey 6, Papa Sierra. Now, that's a much better signal than earlier, Philip. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I'm just checking in. I don't have anything to sell right now. I have a few things. I just got to get them all ready and list them out. Over.
Roger that. Well, we're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. local time, all for about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. And as I just said, live and replay anytime you want on my YouTube page.
All right, yeah, sounds good. All right, well, thank you. Whiskey 6 Papa Sugar, back to net.
All right, Tim, I'll add that in. All right, guys, I got to add something in here. Is there anybody else that wants to check in and say hello or have a listing for the NorCal swap?
Juliet Charlie Zulu.
Juliet. Well, that's Jim. Good evening, Jim. How you doing tonight?
Hey, good evening, Frank. Doing fine here. Just spinning the dial, heard the repeater going, and realized, oh, tonight's Thursday. The swap net's on. I want to drop by and say good evening to everyone. W6JC.
Well, always good to hear you, Jim. And, oh, yeah, we have somebody trying to, who's in there underneath me for the NorCal swap? It was on mine, too. Oh, it was on Jim's audio path, maybe. Jim, there's something going on with your audio path there. It was kerchunking itself, it sounded like. So go back and listen to my YouTube right now. It'll be up forever. Go back and listen to it and see what you sound like, and maybe you can debug it from there. W6JCZ KG6NLW with the NorCal swap. Who else is out there? Or I'm going to read these two listings back.
K3SCH.
Kilo 3 Sierra Charlie Hotel?
QSL. Kilo 3 Sierra Charlie Hotel. My name is Steve, and I have a couple things to list.
Oh, fantastic. Good evening, Steve. Well, if you're new here, welcome. Good way to list it. Name, call sign, we have those. Location, items for buy, sell, trade, and then contact info, phone or email.
All right, sounds good. My name is Steve Hamill. I live in Benicia, California. Call sign Kilo 3 Sierra Charlie Hotel. I have a 2018 Kenwood TS890 transceiver. It's in great shape, works like new, most recent firmware, original boxes, nifty manual, and an MC80 microphone. I'm asking $2,700 picked up in Benicia, or I will drive a reasonable distance.
All right, so my duplex dropped out there for just a second. I heard the Kenwood TS890 in great shape, original boxes, nifty manual, Mike Charlie 80 microphone, and 2,700 pickup in Benicia or somewhere close by. Any corrections there?
Nope, that's perfect. QSL.
All right, and then phone or email?
Phone is 707-208-0733.
All right, I got this. Let me read it back, and we'll... any corrections, let me know, Steve. Listing number 3 tonight, Kilo 3 Sierra Charlie Hotel. Steve in Benicia. He has a Kenwood TS890. It's in great shape, original boxes. It has the nifty manual, the Mike Charlie 80 microphone, and he is looking for 2,700 pickup in Benicia or somewhere close by. You can reach to Steve 707-208-0733. Any corrections there, Steve?
Nope, that is exactly right.
And I gotta ask, no relation to Mark Hamill, right?
Nope, or Dorothy, or Alan.
I'm sure you get that all the time, but I heard that and I'm like, I gotta ask. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, Steve, and thanks for listing number 3. Aloysius.
Okay,
yeah,
you're
really
welcome.
is.
I have another item if that's permissible.
Oh, absolutely. The more the merrier. You give me as many items as you want, and then I'll read the whole listing at the end. So, yeah, you give me, we can be here for the next half hour if you wanted.
Okay, item number 2 is an SPE Expert FA 1.3K. It's a fully automatic linear amplifier with built-in tuner. Has low, medium, and high power. It's in like new condition. Runs off 110 or 240. And I'd like 2,800 for that, picked up in Benicia, or will drive a short distance.
And I asked you,
You said 2,400?
2,800.
Yeah, I thought I did that wrong. 2,800. Got it there. Anything else, Steve?
Not this week. We'll see how this goes.
All right, fantastic. So I will read that as a whole listing when we go to end the net here. There was someone in there with a comment? Right, Pepe? I guess not. All right. This is Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey with the NorCal swap at 0452. Looking for check-ins or listing number 4 tonight. Number 4, guys. This is rare.
By the way, hello, Frank. I haven't heard you in a while, just checking in and checking out. W6PM, our mobile Lincoln.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Frank. Here the net is still going on. Glad you're keeping it up. I noticed you on YouTube. Your sterling, handsome, chiseled good looks were eye-opening.
Well, thank you, Paul. I'll make sure it doesn't go to my head. I think I heard a 1Q in there trying to say hi to you.
A who? A Mitch?
Yeah, hey, Paul, good to hear you as always, bud. Yeah, don't go giving Frankie a bigger head than he already has, okay?
Well, look, he's 6'2". He looks like somebody that could be a James Bond replacement. You can't, guys just are lucky like that, Mitch.
Sometimes we're really...
That's why I've loved you over the decades, and the times we reminisce and mingle at the swap meets for decades now. But that's hysterical. Yeah, that's about right. He's a dashing young Paul. You and I are his elders, and yeah, he's a young, strapping kind of a, I don't know, would you put him on the Cary Grant kind of like a bookshelf type thing, or did I go a little too far?
Oh no, you can never go too far mentioning the looks. I mean, I'm jealous. He's young, he's rich, he looks great. He's got women hanging on him. He's got lots of radios. All right, well, listen, I got to get into the supermarket because there's an 8-pack of hot dogs waiting for me, so I can run back and make a hot dog while I work on a radio in the garage. W6PMR. Mitch, good to see you, or good to hear you, and Frank, it's good to hear you.
Yeah, before I let you skedaddle, Paul, as always, it's a pleasure. Yeah, go get those darn hot dogs. Frank?
Paul, always great to hear you. Especially, people were talking about a demise of a Paul, and I'm like, it better not be PMR. And apparently you're not the only one that thought I had chiseled good looks. Tim, SSD, thought so too. Paul, always great to hear you. Don't be a stranger, and we'll catch you later. W6PMR, KG6NLW, with the NorCal swap. Who else is out there tonight? Tim, rich, yeah, no. If I were rich, yeah, I'd be buying that SP Expert amp, and I would
Kilo,
be...
Oscar 6, India, Hotel Juliet, Larry in Auburn-ish.
Oh, good evening, Larry. KO6IHJ. What new projects are you up to today? It's specifically today. What new projects are you up to?
The big project today was a nap. I wasn't feeling too good, so it was mostly sleep. But tomorrow morning, early crack of dawn, guess what? There's going to be a Henry 2 kilowatt 4 amp here, and we're going to be playing with it.
Well, I can't wait to see the video on that one. We missed you on the coffee break net this morning. Well, at least I did. Maybe you got in there before I was awake. Anything else going on tonight, Larry?
Frank, just want to pop in and say nice job. I love keeping it alive here. Not a lot. There could be some more. I've been around close to the time of about the ham swap meet down there. They're going to get some more action on here. Other than that, everybody have a blessed night. I'm going to head on back to bed here pretty soon. I'm going to try to kick this thing. So, KO6, ISJ 73. Clear, and thanks, Frank.
Always great hearing you, Larry. Thanks for checking in tonight. KO6IHJ, KG6NLW, with the NorCal swap. Who else is out there or listing number 4? If not, I'll read these listings back, all 3 of them tonight, and we'll call it for the week. All right.
I'll throw a quick check-in. This is Kilowatt Bravo 6, Juliet Sugar Mike.
I was wondering if you were going to check in. Good evening, John. KB6JSM, how are you doing tonight? Tim?
I am doing starting middling, frankly. I was just working on another radio, Yaesu Fusion, trying to get it to work correctly. But yeah, I wanted to check in really quick and yeah, say thank you for doing the swap net.
Tim, real quick, is this for the ALS 600 or the Ameritron 1306? Just so I don't screw it up. 1306? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, working on those Yaesu radios are quite interesting for sure. Well, hopefully you'll have it up and running and or programmed up or whatever it might be, and you'll have fun with it. You have cables for both. Okay.
Yeah, the D-Star I got working perfectly with the Pi Star, but the Yaesu Fusion just kind of acts up every now and then, so I got to work out the bugs in that.
Oh, absolutely. So, fun little fact, I have an FTM 500, and you need to drop it. They're really trying tonight now. Okay. You need to drop the power to low power on the mobile rigs in order for it to work well with the Pi Star, or put the Pi Star a room over. Otherwise, it just overloads that Pi Star and it won't do anything on the Fusion side.
That's what I do on the Pi Star, just like a little dummy load on the output, and the handheld is only down to minimum or low watts. But the Parrot side, if I put it in the Parrot, it works just fine, so it's something to do with the outside link.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry, I got distracted by something in the studio here, fell off the wall, and I'm like, at first I couldn't tell what it was, but anyway. Thanks for checking in tonight, John. Always good to hear you, and yeah, we'll see what happens over the next week here. KB6JSM, KG6NLW with NorCal Swap. Tim, is this correct?
No problem. Have a good one, 73s.
Is this all correct? If this is all correct, this is exactly how I'm going to read it on air. Just let me know. With that, this is the NorCal Swap, and we're looking for listing number 4. If not, I'm going to read these awesome 3 listings back. Fantastic. Got it. Locked in, Tim. Take a swig of this water because, boy, howdy. All right, not hearing anything. I'm going to read back these three listings. Listing number 1 tonight, Kilo Zero, Sierra Sierra Delta. That's Tim in South Dakota. He has an Ameritron 1306. That's a 1200 amp amplifier. He has band switching interface cables for ICOM. He is looking for $2,500 shipped. Tim is good on QRZ. That's K0 Sierra Sierra Delta. And if I go back over here, that's K0 SSD at NovemberVictorCharlie.net. That's K0 SSD at NVC.net. That is also on QRZ if you need it that way. Listing number 2 tonight. Whiskey Alpha 6, WA6, PAT, Papa Alpha Tango. That's Dan in Modesto. He has for pickup a package deal. It's a repeat from last week. Yaesu FT857D. It's in good condition with the ATOS 120 screwdriver antenna and the Diamond MX62M duplexer with the USB CAT cable for programming and 2 microphones, the MH67, which is the regular microphone, and the MH59, that's the DTMF microphone. He also has a U5 Link sound device for digital modes. He is looking for $750 for that. That's pickup in Modesto. 209-552-6405. He also has a want. He's looking for an HF amplifier, the Ameritron AL11 or A11H or similar, 500 to 800 watts. He might have a lead on that with Tim from listing number 1, but we'll see what happens. That's the package deal and the want from Whiskey Alpha 6 Papa Alpha Tango down in Modesto, 209-552-6405. And listing number 3 tonight, Kilo 3 Sierra Charlie Hotel. That's Stephen Benicia. He has a Kenwood TS890 in great shape. Original boxes, has the nifty manual, has the MC80 microphone. He is asking for $2,700 pickup in Benicia or somewhere close by. He also has the SPE Expert SA 1.3K fully auto linear amplifier with built-in tuner. Those are the Expert amps are some nice amplifiers. Has low, medium, and high settings. Like new condition, has 110 or 220. He wants 2,800 pickup in Benicia or somewhere close by. You can reach Steve, 707-208-0733. Again, that's Kilo 3 Sierra Charlie Hotel, Stephen Benicia for those 2 items, 707-208-0733. Are there any last check-ins or mentions for the NorCal swap? Well, with nothing being heard, just a friendly reminder, if you missed any of the NorCal swap tonight or any of the other 52 weeks of the year, I have it on my YouTube channel, so you can go replay them there and, if it's somewhat recent, see if you missed some information that might be helpful for you. With that, this is Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, clear and closing swap edition number 5 of 2026 at 0505 UTC. Good night all. We'll see you next week. And with that, folks, don't go anywhere too far, but I'm going to be ending this stream and starting another one here shortly with just radio streaming. So 73 and hold on until later. Who was that on N6ICW?
Frank, KN6G.